Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So let us start with the prayer. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome all of you for today's session. Today, we are discussing on the topic called Disappearance of Lord Krishna. At the end of the Dwapara Yuga, Krishna is ending his Leela, manifested Leela. But this discussion is more from the perspective of Hastinapura, because this in the later stages it will come. Krishna's disappearance in Dwaraka, how the things happen. Here, presently, we are discussing about the story. We are going to we are going to reach the story of Raja Parikshit. So Raja Parikshit, since we are going to talk about him in the coming chapters slowly, and it is Srimad Bhagavatam. So in the first canto, now this particular today's discussion is what was the people of Hastinapura, King Yudhishthira, Bhimasena, all of them were going through, Arjuna was going through at the time when Krishna disappeared from this planet. So this is the context of the discussion. So it is not the story of Krishna disappearing in Dwaraka. It is about the context from Hastinapura. So further what happens in Hastinapura? So all this we are going to discuss, and finally the Parikshit becomes king, and then that's how the Bhagavatam story moves on. That is why today's discussion is from the Hastinapura context. Okay. So with this introduction to today's discussion, I'll start the session. I'll share my screen for you to follow. Okay. So you can unmute yourself and repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudirayet.
Tato Jayamudire.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Naskaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Praying to Srimad Bhagavatam to bless us with the spiritual knowledge. Let us begin. So let us chant the first verse of today's discussion. Please repeat after me. Suta Uvacha
Sut
Suta Uvacha
Uvacha
Samprasthite Dwarakayam
Samprasthite
Samprasthite
Dwarakayam
Dwarakayam
Jishno Bandho Didrikshaya
Vishnu
Jishno
Bandhu
Bandhu
Didrikshaya
Drishtaya
Jnatum cha punya shlokasya
Jnatum cha
Jnatum Cha
Punya
Punya
Shlokasya
Shlokasya
Krishnasya cha vicheshtitam.
Krishnasya cha
Krishnasya Vicheshtitam.
Vicheshtitam.
Please mute yourself, I'll explain. So, the translation is Sri Suta Goswami said, Arjuna went to Dwaraka to see Lord Sri Krishna and other friends, also to learn from the Lord of his next activities. So, Krishna has gone back to Dwaraka and he is performing his pastime now in the Dwaraka. And here in the Hastinapura, so Arjun, Srila Prabhupada explains that how these Pandavas always are constant companions of Krishna. These devotees, Pandavas, are not ordinary souls. They were always with Krishna performing various pastimes in various capacity in different leelas. So Arjun wanted to go to Dwaraka to see Krishna, to learn from the Lord. Okay, what next to be done? What are your next pastimes? What you're going to do? How can we assist you? So, like this, he wanted to understand from Krishna. For this reason, to see Krishna, Arjun has gone to Dwaraka. So, this is a mood of a devotee. Devotee is always waiting for the order of the Lord. Devotees should not order the Lord. God, do like this for me, do like that for me. That is not pure devotion. That is different. That's a karma mishrita, fruitive devotion. But in a pure devotion, we don't order Lord. We ask Lord, what you want? How can we serve you? So like this, Arjuna went to Dwaraka to ask. So this is what has happened. And now, so when Arjuna has gone, it has been now few more little long time. So let us see what exactly Yudhishthira is saying. Few months passed, the second verse. The Arjun did not return. Maharaj Yudhishthira then began to observe some inauspicious omens which were fearful in themselves. He started seeing some apashakunas, apashakuna, omens, bad omens, inauspicious omens, something very fearful. He started seeing because it's been long time now, few months past. And here is an interesting thing for us to know. What is that? You see, we think we are conditioned souls. All of us are called conditioned souls. In Sanskrit, it is called Baddha Atmas or Baddha Jivas. So Baddha Atmas are in the material world. They generally try to adjust to the different situations. With the poor fund of memory, their memory and knowledge is very limited, and they forget what is actually good for them. The example is the living beings always get adjusted to the new circumstances. That is their nature. It is said if you take a frog and put it in a hot water, the frog will jump. But if you put the frog in a normal water and slowly increase the temperature, frog will go on adjusting its body and it may finally die because by the time it realizes that it cannot tolerate, it cannot come out of the water. So, the general tendency of the living being in the material world is to adjust to the situation. Sometimes we say the past life was very earlier, 100 years back, life was very nice. But today, we cannot actually lead such life. Even such life is offered to us. We will not be able to actually lead such life. It is not possible for us. We are adjusted to the city life. The press of button, water should come. Press of a switch, hot water should come. And there should be varieties of food to eat at our call. Press of a mobile phone, different kinds of food can be ordered. And now we can go to different places in a fast transportation like aeroplanes. So these things have become part of our life. Not only that, we are accustomed to stay in the small congested cities. Huh? So when we are adjusting like this, we sometimes tend to forget what is actually was available for us in the past. We think this itself is very good. Whatever I have itself is very good. This is a fault. The conditioned souls. Conditioned souls cannot understand. Oh, there is a great happiness in Krishna consciousness. There's a great happiness if I can, in the association of Krishna, I can be more happier. In the no in the spiritual world is wonderful place to live, and I should be rendering devotional service to Krishna. These kind of things, thoughts, very difficult to come for a conditioned soul because he gets adjusted. Now today we are looking at Krishna's disappearance from the Hastinapur perspective, Yudhishthira's perspective. They're away from Dwaraka, they're suspecting. So while suspecting, Yudhishthir will actually mention few of the things which will give us an idea what kind of life one could have had when Krishna was personally present in other yugas. What was the quality of life? What was the quality of life available in the earlier ages? What is the quality of life one can get if one becomes Krishna conscious fully? We can get an idea by hearing this. Let us see now. So, inauspicious omens observed by Yudhishthira. So, there are 4 points. A fearful change of time and irregularities in the season. So, Yudhishthira saw it is a summer, but it is raining. And Yudhishthira also saw sometimes it is rainy season, but it's not raining. And food, the different kind of fruits are coming at different time. There is no seasons. So kind of irregularities in the nature he saw. Time to time it should happen. That's how the nature should function. He also saw people becoming greedy, deceitful, and adopting foul means for livelihood. So Durase, the greed, deceitful, adopting the foul means. Anything people can do. Anybody can become rich in this world. Anybody becomes rich, he is considered to be very intelligent and expert nowadays. How you have become rich, nobody asks. They can be a celebrity and they can sell some no supari and make money, and they can do any underworld business and make money and kill so many people. And in the name of business, they will cheat the entire society by giving varieties of products which are killing the health of the people, good health of the people. For money purpose, they will produce different kind of products in the market. So any deceitful means, foul means is okay for livelihood. Hook or crook, if you are a rich person, you are considered to be very intelligent in the Kali Yuga, in the present world. Dealings were filled with, this is what Yudhishthira is observing, because Yudhishthira, when he was ruling, this was not the case. It was not like that. So that's why he's seeing this a change. So what is the change? Dealing were filled with the deception and friendships mixed with the cheating. Even somebody says, I'm your very close friend, but nobody can believe. We of late hear so many stories. Husband killing the wife, wife killing the husband, very deceitful manner, deceptions, cheatings, all kinds of things we hear in the name of friendship. Then they are cheated. So strain and quarreling amongst the family members. Meaning, in the Yudhishthira Maharaja's kingdom, there is no fight between family members. They are very happily coexisting. Families means they used to stay so many members together, not some few members. The family means there would be some 30 members, 80 members, 100 members. So like this. So seeing this, Yudhishthira spoke to Bhim that, so he's talking to Bhima. 7 months have passed and Arjuna has not returned. What happened? It's not 1 or 2 months, some 7 months have passed. So, is the Lord going to quit his earthly pastimes? He started getting doubt. So, as Devarshi Narada indicated, has the time already arrived? Because of his mercy only, he attained our kingly opulences. So, actually, Yudhishthira is remembering the mercy and feeling grateful to Krishna. We attained our kingly opulence, everything, our wives, lives, family, citizens, victory, and uh, even the victory over enemies, everything is come because of Krishna. So he is remembering, he is telling Bhima. Then he see the miseries, the inauspicious things due to celestial influence. Something is happening. You look at there, Bhima, what is happening? Look there. So he's saying, now what he's going to say? So what are the inauspicious things he's observing? Let us see. So he says, further bad omens he is now observing. And he is telling this. Yudhishthira is telling this to Bhima. Look at there, all these things are happening. He says, on the body, left side of the body, thighs, arms, eyes are quivering, heart palpitations due to fear. So I'm feeling this kind of bad omens. Animals like jackals howling at sunrise and vomiting fire. Dogs barking fearlessly. Cows are passing on my left side. Asses or donkeys are circumambulating me. My horses are weeping. He is telling this to Bhima. Birds, pigeon is like messenger of death. Shrieks of owls and their rivals, crows, make my heart tremble. So many owls are moving by, and pigeons are looking like they're bringing some very bad message to me. I am also seeing smoke in the sky, and mountains are throbbing. Cloudless thunder. There is no cloud, but I'm hearing thunder sound. Wind is blowing very violently. Sun's rays are declining and stars appearing to be fighting. Confusing living entities crying as if ablaze. Rivers, tributaries, ponds, reservoirs, and the mind are perturbed. So ghee no longer ignites fire. So he's seeing a lot of bad omens. Cattles. Calves do not suck the teats of the cows, nor do the cows give milk. Bulls take no pleasure in pasturing grounds. Deities seem to be crying in the temple, lamenting and perspiring. They seem about to leave. And all the cities, villages, towns, gardens, mines, and hermitages are now devoid of beauty and happiness. These disturbances indicate that some great loss, mahotpattaihi, it seems the world lost its fortune of being marked with Lord's lotus footprint. So this is a reading of Yudhishthir. Yudhishthira is very sensitive king. He is observing these things. And you see, as slowly, when the Kali Yuga, as soon as Krishna disappeared from this planet, the day Krishna disappeared, Kali Yuga has begun. So as the Kali Yuga is begun, all inauspicious things he is seeing. Not only that, the Lord has gone. Now, all these days, Lord's lotus footprint was touched to the Bhumi Devi, the goddess of earth, was feeling so fortunate to carry Lord Krishna on her. But now Lord Krishna disappeared. Looks like that. Some great Mahotpattaihi, something is very big loss has happened. You see here, biggest thing to understand is how important is Lord's presence, which we are not able to understand today. We are not able to understand the importance of Lord's presence. People are liking a godless civilization, full of the life of taking alcohol, taking meat, doing all kinds of sinful activities are considered to be very successful civilization, because they are not understanding it is suffering. The example which how Prabhupada gave a donkey, that the donkey is just doing its work, not understanding it is suffering. The hog eating stool and not understanding that it is not able to enjoy the higher happiness. The hog is thinking, I am enjoying, but in reality, hog is suffering, which hog is not understanding. It is simply an ignorance. And today's society is being away from Lord, away from Krishna, is feeling this kind of suffering, which they are not realizing why they are suffering. That is why it is so important to spread Krishna consciousness. People, everybody is aware something is wrong in the society. You ask, everybody says one reason. If you go to a hospital or in some places whose health is not good, they'll say all unhappiness because of people don't do exercise and people don't eat good food. And you go to colleges, they will tell that these days students are not trained properly. They do not have respect and value system. Hence, this is like this. And you go to government offices, they will say it's because of the poverty, people are taking bribe. And you go to another place, another reason. The people are thinking different reasons why this world is unhappy today. They are not able to understand. The crux of the matter, the real reason why the whole world is unhappy is absence of Krishna, absence of Lord, absence of Krishna consciousness in the people. Machitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. If somebody becomes Krishna conscious, by Krishna's mercy, all the difficulties will go. Krishna has declared in the Bhagavad Gita. It is very auspicious to have the Lord. So, Prabhupada again stressed, if you want a universal brotherhood or Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, is the entire Vasudha, the earth should become Kutumba, the family, or universal brotherhood. First of all, there should be one universal Pita, the father. If there is one father, then all are considered to be his children and siblings. If everybody is not united under one father, it's very difficult to bring them together. So that one father is God. So God consciousness is the only solution to bring down all kinds of dissatisfaction and unhappiness in the society as well as in a personal life. So that is what we observe today in the discussion. What all kinds of things are happening because of this Krishna's disappearance. So Yudhishthira is doubting, that's why. It seems that world has lost its fortune of being marked with the Lord's lotus feet. Now as Yudhishthira is thinking like this, Arjuna is coming. He saw Arjuna is coming. After 7 months, Arjuna is returning. And how is seeing Arjuna? Is dejected, grieving like never before. He never saw Arjuna is unhappy like this. Even when his own son passed away, he did not see Arjuna like this. With his head down and tears gliding from his lotus eyes. He's a Raja, the king. They don't accept the defeat. When his son Abhimanyu was killed, he was like, I will take revenge. Before the sunset tomorrow, I will kill Jayadratha. He was ferocious. That's the nature of a Kshatriya. But look at here, such Arjuna is coming dejected, grieving like never before, with his head down and tears gliding from his lotus eyes. And Yudhishthira never saw Arjuna like this. First time he's seeing Arjuna is like this. Now Yudhishthira remembering that no, what Narada Rishi has told. Devarshi Narada has said, so soon, Krishna will disappear. So he remembered that, and he started asking. First thing, he did not ask Arjuna, what happened to you? Rather, he started asking these questions. Are your friends and relatives of the Yadu family passing their days in happiness? How are they doing? How are the Yadavas doing? Are they happy? The Dwaraka is not directly asking. He's asking these questions. He's not asking, why are you unhappy? Why are you dejected? He's not asking. Are they happy in Dwaraka? The first question is about Krishna. See, this is called Krishna consciousness. Our first love is for Krishna. And if you love Krishna, you're loving everybody in this world. If you satisfy Krishna, everybody will get satisfied with you. This is a secret. Sometimes people ask, in this world, we cannot satisfy everybody. Give up all those hopes like that. Okay. But if you become a pure devotee of Krishna, everybody will like you. Dhira, dhira, janapriyo. He is a Dhiras, Adhiras, all the Goswamis, great sages, and so 6 Goswamis, Shat Goswamis, they're called Dhira, Adhira, Janapriya, Priyakarao. Everybody, good people and bad people, both like them. That is the quality of a devotee. You have a pastime of Madhvacharya. In 12th century, Madhvacharya went to Badrikashrama to meet Vyasadeva. While going to Badrikashrama, he has to cross through. In the 12th century, already many Yavanas and Mlechas have come and taken over the control in India. So other kings were ruling, not only Sanatani kings, Hindu kings, others started ruling. And the Madhvacharya was walking and going, and there is this Ganga river you cannot cross. If you cross that river, the other side king is very cruel. He does not allow any sadhu to go there. He would kill them. Very cruel. So everybody told Madhvacharya, don't go. But he said, I will cross and go. And he went. And immediately the soldiers arrested him and presented him in front of the king. And the Madhvacharya spoke so well, smilingly. And he's going to Himalaya for what purpose? Just the presence of Madhvacharya convinced the king so much. He's a Mlecha king, Yavana king. He said, what do you want? You want my half of my kingdom? What help you want? This is how the king behaved with a devotee. And another story of Srinivasa Acharya. The Srinivasa Acharya is a great devotee coming from Vrindavana. He was going to Orissa, carrying all the Gaudiya Vaishnava literatures in a bullock cart. So one dacoits have stolen that bullock cart, thinking that it is great wealth. It has some gold, they thought. It was actually books. So next day, the Srinivasa Acharya went to the leader of the dacoits. And he spoke so well to the leader of the dacoit. he became the devotee of Krishna. So that is why devotee is called Dhira, Dhira, Janapriyo, Priyakarao. If you want to please everybody, first you please Krishna. This is the secret. Nobody knows. It is there in the Bhagavatam. It is there in the scriptures. This is the secret. You please Krishna, everybody gets pleased. The example given is like a tree. If you water the root of the tree, you need not to separately water to the leaves and the branches and twigs. Automatically, water will be supplied by the tree to everywhere. So, first of all, in a devotee's life, one should always think any action I am doing, am I pleasing Krishna by this action? Very simple. In our day to day life, we should think, okay, I am doing this. Will Krishna be happy if I do this? No, like small children, they always think, no, if hey, your mother will become unhappy if you do this, and the child won't do. Or sometimes to tell children something, I will inform your miss in the school, teacher in the school. Then children, no, 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 don't tell my miss. She will become unhappy with me. The children will start crying, small kids. You have seen is this, isn't it? So, pleasing uh, uh, Krishna is very just anything we do, the child, anything it's a child is thinking, is this my action pleasing my teacher? Is this my action pleasing my mother? Then child is saved. It's good for the child. If child thinks like that, child does some no law watches the mobile phone. Mother will say, your miss will be unhappy, your teacher will be unhappy. I'll inform. No, 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 I'll not do. Because she likes teacher. Like that, we should develop liking for Krishna. If you develop liking for Krishna, if you develop love for Krishna, devotion to Krishna, then every action in your taking, you should think, is this action pleasing to Krishna? That's the first thinking should come in our mind. Okay, I will do this. I can become angry at this person. If I become angry at this person, will Krishna be happy? If I eat this, Krishna be happy? So you can see that consciousness in Yudhishthira. His first focus is Krishna. He's asking, Yadavas are okay? Is Shurasena okay? Is Vasudeva feeling well? And all the wives headed by Devaki, Vasudeva's wives, are they okay? Ugrasena is doing well. And how is Balarama doing? Personality of God, protector of the devotees. How is Pradyumna doing? Great general of Vrishni. How is Aniruddha doing? Are the chieftains of the Lord Krishna, such as Shurasena, Samba, son of Jambavati, Rishabha, their sons, all are doing well? So he went on asking about Krishna's family and Krishna. And then finally he talks about Krishna. So in the 34th verse, you can unmute yourself. Let us chant this verse about Krishna, what Yudhishthira says. Bhagavanapi Govindo,
Bhagavanapi Govindo,
Bhagavanapi Govindo,
Bhagavanapi Govindo,
Brahmanyo Bhaktavatsalaha,
Brahmanyo Bhaktavatsalaha,
Brahmanyo Bhaktavatsalaha,
Brahmanyo Bhaktavatsalaha,
Kachit Pure Suddharmayam,
Kachit Pure Sraddha Mayan,
Kachit Pure Sudharmayam,
Kachit Pure Sudharmayam,
Sukham Aste Sahridvrataha,
Sukham Aste Suhridvrataha,
Sukham Aste Sahridvrataha.
Sukham Aste Suhridvrataha.
All of you please mute, I'll explain. So now Yudhishthira is saying, is Lord Krishna the personality of Godhead who gives pleasure to the cows, the senses, and the brahmanas, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, enjoying the pious assembly of Dwarakapuri, surrounded by his friends. How is he doing? He's enjoying. Is Krishna doing well? So here is a particular verse. Lord is described Bhagavan, Govinda, Brahmanya, Bhaktavatsala. He is a Bhagavan Swayam, original supreme personality of Godhead. So he is remembering and asking this question, what is Krishna doing? So uh, simply by administering comfort at the lotus feet of the Lord, the Yudhishthira is saying this, which is the most important of all services. The queens of Dwaraka, headed by Satyabhama, induce the Lord to conquer the demigods. Thus, the queens enjoy things which are prerogative of the wives of the controller of the thunderbolts. The great heroes of Yadu dynasty, being protected by the arms of Sri Krishna, always remain fearless in every respect. So, protected by Krishna, how is Krishna doing? Now Yudhishthira comes to next question. Why is Arjuna feeling dejected? What happened to him? First about Krishna. Then he is asking, what about you? Okay. What is that? He is asking 10 causes. He is asking. He is just assuming different, because Arjuna is not speaking. Arjuna has put his head down. He is crying. Never before he saw a Arjuna like this in his life. From his childhood as a Kshatriya blood, Arjuna was very valorous. He was very strong. So he is asking, is your health all right? The elder brother Yudhishthira asking. You appear to have lost your bodily luster. We don't see you bright, happy. Your body luster is lost. You become dull, blackish. Were you disrespected or neglected? Because when you're staying in Dwaraka, has somebody disrespected you? Because disrespect is like a very, very bad, especially Kshatriyas cannot tolerate this. Is that happened to you? Somebody insulted you? Were you addressed by unfriendly words as somebody has spoken to you harshly? Is that the reason? Did you fail to give charity you promised? See, another reason Kshatriya can become unhappy. See how important a promise. If you promise, I will give. I'll give donation to temple. Somebody said, if they don't give, it's not good for them. It is very, very considered to be an offense. So you failed to give charity you promised. Could you not protect deserving candidates? Kshatriya is supposed to protect brahmanas, children, cows, women, or deceased when they sought shelter. So he was not, we are not able to protect. Is that the reason you're unhappy? Have you contacted a woman of impeachable character? Woman has a low character. Has you come in contact and associated with her? Or have you improperly treated a deserving woman? Woman as a well-behaved woman, they have not properly treated you? Or have you been defeated by someone who is inferior or equal to you? Somebody is less than you or equal to you have defeated you in the war? Have you taken your meals alone without feeding elders and children? Is that the reason? Have you committed some abominable, unpardonable mistake? Is that the reason? Some big mistake you have done? He's asking, out of great concern, he's asking various questions. This could be possible. This is maybe the reason. This may be the reason. Like that, he's thinking. Then finally, he's coming to the important last verse, is coming to the important question. Kachit preshta tamat menatha hridayena bandhuna shunyosmi rahito nityam manyaseta anyatha naruk. He is asking, or is it that you're feeling empty for all time because you might have lost your most intimate friend, Lord Krishna? Or, oh my brother Arjuna, I can think of no other reason for your becoming so dejected. Finally, Yudhishthira has come to the point. Is it that you lost Krishna? Your intimate Krishna is no more with you? That is looks like that something very seriously happened. So this is how Arjuna is been addressed by Yudhishthira. This is happening when all that is there in in the Dwaraka. When Krishna has passed away, all the Yadus have passed away. Passed away means they all disappear. They winded their pastime. That time in the Hastinapura, this the Yudhishthira is seeing the yuga has changed. Dwapara Yuga to Kali Yuga has come. And many women, what Yudhishthira is saying, it is very normal to us in today's society. Becoming greedy is very normal. Fighting in the family is very normal. And irregularity in the season is very normal. So all that he is observing and is doubting. And moreover, Arjuna has come after 7 months dejected and he appears to be, have you lost Krishna? That means now Krishna has left the world, disappear. Now, next, what will Pandavas do? Having known Krishna has left, what will they do? So that will be the next chapter. So Pandavas quit. The next what happens? Pandavas make Parikshit as a king. They want to also live with Krishna. Krishna has already left. They also want to wind up their activities. So this is how we see what happened in Hastinapura, the great distress when Lord Krishna disappeared. Lord Krishna disappeared in Dwaraka, but they could see the changes happening in the nature as the Lord has disappeared. So with this, we conclude today's discussion. Again, in the next week, we'll meet with the discussion on Pandavas leaving. They don't get stick to their kingdom and their power and their positions and all those things. What is the focus of a devotee? What should be devotee doing in one's life? Should we be focused on the material power prosperity or should we focus on the Lord? What do Pandavas do? So that we'll see in the next discussion. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's discussion. Anybody has any question, you can ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Sir, the story which you have recited just now is the perspective of Pandavas, right? I mean the Hastinapur.
Correct.
Is there any other perspective, Prabhuji, on this?
Another perspective is what is happening in Dwaraka.
So the only perspective is of Hastinapur, right?
This is only from what is happening in Hastinapura when Krishna is leaving.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Like this, any story has two sides, na? If something happened, that time what you are doing, something happens. The story has different places, different time, things are happening. So Hastinapura, something is happening. Dwaraka, something is happening. Krishna leaving from this planet in Dwaraka is affecting Hastinapura. We can see that. That is the context.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, so we'll conclude here. So, and more important is now we are coming close to Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Krishna's appearance day we are going to celebrate. In Mangalore, we are going to celebrate in a very grand way. This time we are making the grandest Sri Krishna Janmashtami in Mangalore district. We are celebrating in Mangalore, making it a very big festival. Request all of you to come and join. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai. Nitai Gauranga ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare